Hey guys! So I am doing another Chat With Me Sunday video. I know I have not done one in forever and I only did one of these, but you guys seem to really enjoy them. So I wanted to bring them back at the start of this new year, and I know that wasn't in my 2015 update, but it's definitely one that I want to do. So for this Chat With Me Sunday, or I think I'm going to call them Coupon Chat With Me Sundays. So anyway, this one is completely about how I started couponing, why I started couponing, and all that fun stuff and all those questions. So I have a little list of questions, and I would totally love it if you guys would also either let me know in the description below or in the comment section below and tell me about your guys's, why you started couponing, how you started couponing, when you started couponing. So that's kind of what I'm going to be answering as well, so I'd love to hear your guys' responses too. So also I would really love it if you guys would leave me suggestions for other Coupon Chat With Me Sunday videos as well, because I don't have off the top of my head a whole ton of ideas. So if you guys are new to couponing and want more questions answered on that, I've been couponing for several years now, so I have a lot of answers. Also, if you guys want an answer, or you guys are, more of experienced couponers and you guys just want, you have any other, topics that you guys want to talk about, I would totally love them. So please, if you do have, topics, leave them in the comment section below. And like I said, also as well, if you guys want to answer the questions to these two, either you guys can do a video response, and if you do and you want me to see it, please link or add a link, because I am very bad at getting back to other videos. So if I don't have a link to it, I will forget to go and watch it. So if you guys would please leave a link if you do a video response to this, and or if you guys just want to leave it in the comment section below as well, please do that and just answer the questions too about how you started couponing. So let's start off. Alright, so the first question is when I started couponing. I started couponing in March of 2011. So I've been couponing for what, 4 years now, almost 4 years. So yeah, I still don't feel like I'm that much of an experienced couponer, but that is one thing that I've been doing it for a very long time. So I've seen, a lot of different cycles and deals and stuff like that come around. So yeah, March, April 2011 was when I started. My dad was actually the first to start couponing, and he started couponing a whole year before I did. And then I saw how fun it was, and I decided I just had to start doing it. So he kind of ran out of time, and that's when I started picking up and doing it. So he started in about, I know it was, I think, winter or spring or fall of 2010. I know it was really cold out when he came in with all the bags of, I remember he had a ton of cereal, and he came in with a big bags of cereal, and he's like, I gotta go back out to the car, and everybody was like, you have more cereal? It was 8 boxes, and for us who back in the day used to only get a box or two of cereal at a time, 8 boxes was wow. So yeah. So how I started couponing, like I said, my dad started couponing back in 2010. He actually learned from one of his friends. They're actually family friends of ours. They were couponing before us and had kind of taught my dad a little bit of how to do it and stuff like that. And so he learned from them, and then I learned from him. So that's kind of how I started couponing. And it was more of he didn't really necessarily have a lot of time to do it. He still takes me to the grocery stores, but yeah, he's standing in the kitchen right now as I'm talking about him. But yeah, so he taught me how to coupon kind of, and I remember getting the hang of it that. It was super fast that I actually wound up catching on to couponing. And I think he said it too. He's after a certain point, he said he couldn't understand it so much anymore. Not that he couldn't understand it, I guess, but some of this stuff was, he's just it was just too much. It was too time consuming, and and that I can contest to that. That is very true. Or contest to that. Is that the right use of that word? Sure. Whatever. So he would just say trying to, if it was a multi, deal deal, multi-coupon deal and stuff like that. Like he would say, like, you know, trying to find everything was very time consuming. It was just like kind of difficult to do. So that's how I kind of started couponing then, because I was like, well, this is so cool. Like, why would you stop doing that? So then that's how I kind of took it over. And of course my blog and my YouTube and everything. And now it's like, boom. So why I started couponing, kind of the same thing. I saw it was fun, and I saw that, you know, like we had 8 boxes of cereal at a time, and I was like, why would we ever go back to having like 1 or 2 boxes of cereal on our shelf at a time? So and you know, it wasn't even like I see how much money I saved too as well, and that's one thing that I'm really trying to focus on this year too, is how much money I'm actually saving in a whole year, because like I said, I've been doing this for almost 4 years now, and I haven't really ever seen how much I'm saving. I see it on the end of 1 or 2 receipts, but overall how much in, you know, a whole year span, a whole month span or something like that, how much am I actually saving. So that's one reason why I started couponing, was to just, I'm a very mathematical person as well, so I like numbers, and I like, you know, seeing the savings and, you know, the coupons and how everything works. And so that to me is like, it's like a giant puzzle. It's like a game. I love it. That's why I started couponing. Again, too, the typical reasons, it's huge. We have tons of food and, you know, personal care products and all that kind of stuff that we've paid so little for. So it's the savings, the you know, the products and stuff like that, and just I enjoy it overall. And I love to, like, if I stopped doing it, I wouldn't be able to do any more YouTube videos, and I love doing my YouTube videos too. So that's another reason why I love couponing, and I guess too why I started couponing. So one question was, what was one of my first deals that I did? This is gonna be funny. I remember Walgreens was one of the first. I remember going with my dad once or twice at the beginning when he was couponing, and I remember doing a deal for a free glucose meter, and I think it was just like a mail-in rebate, like it wasn't a huge deal or anything like that, but it was free, and like I was like, that's so cool. So I was like, that's a free glucose meter, and my aunt, I think we gave it to her or something like that, and I was like, that was free. So that was one of the first deals I can remember. But the first one that I actually remember doing, like myself, like I clipped the coupons, I found the deal and everything like that, was the Airwick. They had the Airwicks, and I think they were $7.99. You got back like a $4 register awards at Walgreens, and we had like a $3 coupon or something like that. So they were like 99 cents, and it was like huge. I think I wound up getting like 8 of them, and it was like several weeks too that it wound up happening. So that was one of the deals. The other deal I remember doing was toothpaste too. I think it was like the Luster White toothpaste or something like that. It came in like this really cool red bottle, and I've hardly ever actually seen it ever again. I don't even know if they still carry them, but it was like really cool, like red bottle. It was like all like off. It was like almost like an oval shape kind of like toothpaste thing. It was so cool, and I think they were either free or maybe 99 cents, and at the time I didn't really know 99. So sorry guys, I ran out of space. I had to delete one of my videos. Anyway, so yeah, that was one of the ones, the Luster toothpaste, I think it was. That was one of the first deals I remember. And then also, I think, I can't really remember what anything else was, but those were 2 of the top deals I really remember doing. And that was at, like I said, at Walgreens, and then also the glucose meter. But those are the first deals I like completely remember doing. So, like I said, if you guys have any more suggestions, I really need suggestions if I'm going to continue to do this, because I only have like so many for so many weeks, like probably maybe the next month or so. Of ideas that I can think of. So if you guys want me to continue this, please suggest more in the description below. Also, like I said, if you guys have any, you know, want to answer these questions too, kind of how or kind of similar questions, or, you know, why and how you started couponing and all that kind of stuff, I'd love to read about those. Or like I said, you guys want to do a video and respond to it that way. And I'll talk to you guys all next week. So bye guys. If you guys want to find other really fun videos, don't forget to subscribe to NizzyNet. Also, you guys can subscribe to our daily vlogs right here. And finally, if you guys enjoy the content on this video, don't forget to subscribe. Bye guys!